Philly schools could soon go phone free. From our peoples at 6ABC, the School District of Philadelphia says that it's mulling over the decision to allow more schools to purchase special pouches that prevent students from using cell phones in class. A vote was scheduled this past Thursday, but it was pulled from the agenda to allow principals to discuss the decision further. 22 schools have already have the locking pouches made by Yonder, and students put their phones in the pouch at the beginning of the day and carry it with them. The pouch can only be unlocked by staff. Quote, it was challenging at the beginning. As it went on, kids were like, you know what? I'm getting more work done. And it's actually from a person named Dvorsky Odom, who is the climate manager at Brook High School. I've never heard of a climate manager. Cortez, did you have a climate manager when you were in Brook?
No, man. A climate manager is a AKA disciplinarian.
Oh, disciplinarian.
It's another word for disciplinarian. That's what it is, man. See, they done took the title, and they get paid less than what a teacher gets paid.
Wow.
But they are the in-house disciplinarian.
Okay.
Hey, yeah. But I could talk more about it. I know my old place of employment, they have adopted those bags. I can give you information about it.
Yeah, please.
Whether or not it's
please. Yeah, I'm gonna end it with this. The school board is deciding
go ahead, man.
whether more schools will be able to enter into contracts with Yonder to buy up to $5 million of new pouches for students in the district. But the decision to use phone-free pouches will be up to each school. So, Cortez, since you are our educational correspondent, you have the scoop on these things. So please share.
Yeah, my old school, my old employment, they are actually using them. They told me it's about the same, man. Same. You put the cell phone in a magnetic bag.
Okay.
And once it goes in the bag, you can't open it up.
Okay.
But being my old students, as crafty as they are, they have figured out ways around this system. And I'm gonna tell you what the system. I'm gonna show you how they found ways.
Break
around
it down.
They told me, man, the kids, because you got to bring the bag with you.
Mm-hmm.
You had to, half of them are not bringing the bags with them.
That's it.
Then on top of that, they bring the bags. They put the phone in there. If you crack it hard enough, the pouch will open.
That's right.
Because it's magnetic.
Exclusive. World exclusive.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, the other issue that they're having is kids are still using some kids got more than one cell phone.
That's right.
You're telling me little Tommy is going to be in the honor system where he's going to put both cells in there?
No, he's got a burner phone in his pocket.
Yeah, he got the burner phone in his pocket. The only person, I'm be honest with you, I'm tempted to go invest in stock in this company because if they're doing it up here in Delaware, they like this. I think it's going to happen in Philly, but that's not the problem. Cell phones are not the problem. It's just the policing of them. That's the problem. You know, if I tell a kid put your cell phone away, he tells me get the fuck out my face. I'm not gonna put the cell phone away.
God damn.
That's when admin principals need to step in and say, oh, this little motherfucker cussing my staff out. He needs to be suspended, but they're afraid. They don't want to go against these parents. They don't want to go against these kids. So by putting it in a bag, it's supposed to pacify the problem at hand.
Okay.
I mean, the school I'm at now, those little motherfuckers take their cells out too many times. They will get suspended. They will have consequences for their actions.
And that includes the climate manager. It gets involved in this?
Yeah, the climate manager comes in there, supposedly, supposed to come in there and regulate, say, oh, little Tommy, your dumbass keeps taking your phone out every couple periods. I need to either confiscate the phone from you, or I need to call home and tell them if you keep bringing it here, we just gonna have to, because now they're babysitting. Now a lot of schools, what they do, they take your phone away, they lock it in a drawer. You bring your sorry ass back at the end of the day, asking for your phone. I need my phone back, blah blah blah, and that's how they do it now, man. But folks, if you gotta update your policies on this. If you say no cell phones, why do they have cell phones? Now you're saying, well, you can have cell phones, but we give you a nice little storage bin to store your cell phone in. So it won't distract you while you're trying to learn throughout the whole entire school day. So
very true.
It's crazy, man. It's real crazy.
I'm just trying to find out. I want to find out who are these kids with the burners. You know, I mean, you said you've seen burners in your school.
Yeah, I've seen a kid with more than 2 phones, man. Because the parents, you dealing with uneducated parents to begin with, man. That just don't have no idea of. They're trying to be their child's friend, man. You cannot be your child's friend and be a parent. It just doesn't
100%.
work that way.
Correct, Mundo.
But you got some parents out here. They hook up. Their kid is right 100% of the time, and you are wrong. And they'll tell you, "Don't you take my child's cell phone? You take my child's cell phone, I'm gonna come up there and do something to you." And I'm looking. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell done went down? You look like, ooh. Yeah, I had to tell one parent. I was like, "You are the parent in this situation. You feed and you clothe this individual. You have control, believe it or not." So yeah, you go through a lot of craziness like that, man. Where you have parents, they want it, but they don't want it. They want something like this, but they don't want to be consistent on their part.
Okay.
So I mean, I feel as though if the Philadelphia schools adopt this, which they probably will, because of the simple fact they're trying to please everybody. Are these principals going to have the power to do the disciplinary actions if a kid decides not to comply with it?
Okay.
Because a kid can tell you, "I'm not putting my shit in that bag." What are you going to do? You going to suspend the kid out? What are you going to do?
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Marsha, I want to bring this over to your attention. What's your view on this?
All right, so I got a couple of things. Okay. Number one, remember I had went to the Kevin Hart show where they took my phone.
Yep.
And then I went to the Bruno Mars show where they took my phone. Now, let me say, I don't know why I was very bothered when Kevin Hart did it, but when Bruno Mars did it, I was fine.
I think it was Kevin's family, isn't he?
I felt like Kevin was like a little overboard, but Bruno Mars, I enjoyed myself. So I think it's Kevin Hart's fault because he started instituting these little things, but I don't think I'm in agreement with taking the phones away because you cannot concentrate in school. Well, I guess I'm for and I'm against. You can't concentrate in school if you're too busy on the Snapchat or on the TikTok or whatever, or just harassing each other with the phones, because there's a lot of that going on nowadays. But as a parent, I do want to get in contact with my children. Like Maya was sick the other day and she texted me because she drives herself to school.
Right.
And she was like, "Hey mom, I'm not feeling well. Can you call and sign me out?" So she wouldn't be able to do those type of things if they took her phone, but I'm sure we could find a way around it. Now, as far as giving the kids the bag, are we dumb? Why would we give them bags? When they come to school, they go to the detector, they have to put everything in the bag, and you give them the bag to hold with them throughout the day. That's the only way that's going to work. And then you take the bags and you leave. Now Cortez done told everybody how to open the bag, so I don't know what we do. Exclusive.
We're saving the school district of Philadelphia $5 million just by that right there.
He done get the codes out.
If there's a will, there's a way.
No, you're right. Actually, I saw it on TikTok. This lady was showing how to open them too. But it's just the whole mentality. The whole thing works just like, remember you used to get the little tags on your coat at the Wilson or Berman's leather, and that. So it's the same mentality. That's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. But I mean, we have to do something. We have to do something because our kids, we're failing our children. We are failing our children between that and the ongoing violence at schools and people having guns, and I just don't know what to do next. Yeah,
very true. GPS, your thoughts on this?
Let me tell you something.
Oh, jeez.
As somebody who started teaching back in high school, my mother is a teacher. One of my best friends of 30 years is a teacher.
Yep.
Okay? I have about a $10 solution to this problem. And you can implement it across the U.S. today.
A yardstick?
Better than that. Take this thing right here. They call it a pen.
Okay.
Take this thing right here. They call it paper.
Right.
Put the two together and put this symbol on it.
Okay.
It's called a zero.
Okay.
Put enough of those zeros every day that one of your students, and this works for teachers, parents. I don't care where you are in the continental U.S. Really, anywhere in the world. Mm-hmm. Put enough of these in somebody's grade point average, and guess what? Come report card day, you got to answer for why all of these are on here. Just in case it's inverted, you can see it. If that works for you,
But I think you're forgetting that some of these parents don't care. It's just a way to get their kid out of their house for a couple hours. So
that's
they don't
fine.
care if you give them a zero or not.
And you know what? That's a whole nother topic for another day. But as far as these cell phones and these pouches, no. Put this on the paper.
Zero.
Because some of those parents, when you take their cell phone, are going to show up. Mm-hmm. They got to answer for this too. Mm-hmm. And when your student is not progressing, well, yeah, because they got their cell phone out in class all day. I'm not dealing with that shit. And the teachers can do that. The administration can back them up. Stop being punks about it. Ooh. Because let's just look. These housing prices the way they are, not many of them can move from where they are. So they're stuck where they are. Stand on your square. They're not going anywhere. It's not like, oh my God, I'm gonna take my child, I'm gonna put him over here. Oh well, go ahead. See you later. Peace. Okay. But yeah, start implementing this into the grade point average, and watch what happens.